Welcome to the village of Nethercombe on the outskirts of Sherborne in Dorset. Further down the road where the limestone quarries are, at a date that sadly is unknown, in the late 1800s they found the remains of a small theropod dinosaur. Now the remains weren't particularly complete, and what they found was very much a fragmented skeleton. It consisted of both the left and right dentary, a couple of vertebrae, parts of the ilium, the pubis, both femurs, and the left tibia. In 1823, Friedrich von Huene examined the remains of this dinosaur and, surprise, surprise, described it as a species of Megalosaurus. This was fairly typical for the early 1800s, with many of the predatory dinosaurs being thought of as Megalosaurus. Now, he did name it after the village, Nethercombe, so this particular species of dinosaur was Megalosaurus nemicomiensis. However, in 1832, as part of a re-examination of some of his work, von Huene did reconsider this animal as a separate genus from Megalosaurus, and he renamed it Magnosaurus nethercombensis, literally the large lizard from Nethercombe. However, even with this, Magnosaurus was often considered a junior synonym of Megalosaurus, and it's only with the cleanup of the Megasaurus genus in the 1990s and early 2000s that Magnosaurus was recognised as a valid separate genus and species of dinosaur. And the specimen of Magnosaurus itself was thought to be a subadult, and is estimated to be about 4 meters in length. The animal itself was found in the Inferior Oolite formation, which is all the way around us here in Nethercombe, and is from the mid-Jurassic, about 175 million years ago. And this fossil represents one of the earliest Tetranoturian dinosaurs found anywhere in the world. But Magnosaurus wasn't the only dinosaur that was found in the Sherborne area. During some construction work on Red Hole Lane, which is just over that direction, in 1882, they found the partial skull of yet another dinosaur. Now, it didn't actually come from Red Hole Lane itself. The construction block itself came from a little further in Sherborne, a place called Green Hill Road. In 1883, the fossil ended up in the hands of Richard Owen, who did the first initial examination of it. And would you guess what he named it as? That's right, Megalosaurus. Now, it wasn't until the clear-up of the Megalosaurus genus in the 1990s and early 2000s that this animal was actually considered to be a separate, not just a separate species, but separate genus of animal, although closely related to Megalosaurus. And it was Roger Benson, in a study in 2008, that gave it its current name, Duriavenator hesperis, the Western Dorset Hunter. Now, Duriavenator also came from the Inferior Oolite formation in around Sherborne, but slightly younger than Magnosaurus, and is about 170 million years old. Now, with just part of the skull, it's really hard to get an accurate estimate for the size of this animal, but it's thought to be around about 5 meters in length. Both Duriavenator and Magnosaurus are considered to be part of the megalosaurid branch of theropod dinosaurs, with Magnosaurus being more closely related to Niger's Afriovenator, whilst Duriavenator is more closely related to Britain's Megalosaurus. Now, from the Oolitic limestone they were found in, we know that these animals lived in and around the shorelines of what was then the shallow sea and series of tropical islands that made up mid-Jurassic Europe.